everyone, welcome back to the Otaku Lunar New Year Food Festival. So, what is Lunar New Year? Lunar New Year is one of the most important celebrations of the year among East and Southeast Asian cultures, including Chinese, Vietnamese, and Korean communities, among others. The New Year celebration is usually celebrated for multiple days, not just one day. In 2022, Lunar New Year will begin February 1st. So, happy Lunar New Year, everybody. Chinese Lunar New Year is known as the Spring Festival. Tied to the lunar calendar, the holiday began as a time for feasting and to honor household and heavenly deities, as well as ancestors. The new year typically begins with the first new moon that occurs between the end of January and spans the first 15 days of the first month of the lunar calendar until the full moon arrives. Each year in the lunar calendar is represented by one of the 12 zodiac animals included in the cycle of 12 stations or signs along the apparent path of the sun through the cosmos. The 12 zodiac animals are the rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and pig. In addition to the animals' 5 elements of earth, water, fire, wood, metal are also mapped onto the traditional lunar calendar. Each year is associated with an animal that corresponds to an element. The year of 2022 is slated to be the year of the water tiger. The water tiger comes up every 60 years. The water tiger is action-oriented and represents strength, clearing away evil and bravery. Fish is typically included in the last course of the New Year's Eve meal for good luck. In the Chinese language, the pronunciation of fish is the same as the word surplus or abundance. Chinese New Year's meals also feature foods like glutinous rice ball soup, moon-shaped rice cakes, and dumplings. Sometimes a clean coin is tucked inside of a dumpling for good luck. Holiday concludes with the Lantern Festival, which is celebrated on the last day of New Year's festivities. Parades, dances, games, and firework marks the finale of the holiday. In Vietnamese celebrations of the holiday, homes are decorated with trees and flowers. As in China, travel is heavy during the holiday as family members gather to mark the new year. Families feast on 5 fruit platters to honor their ancestors. Snacks are commonly offered to guests. These sweet bites are made from dried fruits or roasted seeds mixed with sugar. So welcome back to the Otaku, Food Festival, and this year we're celebrating Chinese New Year. It's the year of the tiger. So I got this cheese corn dog. Look at this. We're gonna try it out. I don't know what that sauce is, but it's really good. In Korea, official Lunar New Year celebrations were halted from 1910 to 1945. This was when the Emperor of Japan annexed Korea and ruled it as a colony until the end of the World War II. Celebrations in Seoul were officially revived in 1989, although many families had already begun observing the lunar holiday. North Korea began celebrating the Lunar New Year according to the lunar calendar in 2003. Before then, the Lunar New Year's was officially only observed on January 1st. North Koreans were encouraged to visit statues of founder Kim Il-sung and his son Kim Jong-il during the holidays and provide an offering of flowers. Among both North and South Koreans, food like sliced rice cake soup and a dish made from 5 different grains are prepared to mark the Lunar New Year holiday. Rather than giving money in red envelopes, as in China and Vietnam, elders give New Year's money in white and patterned envelopes. Traditionally, families gather from all over Korea at the house of their oldest male relative to pay their respects to both ancestors and elders. Travel is less common in North Korea, and families tend to mark the holiday at home. So let's get to the question we're all wondering about. How wheelchair accessible is the Otaku Lunar New Year Food Festival? Well, if y'all remember from the last time we were here at the 8th Wonder Brewery, there was a very steep slope coming into the brewery itself. And is it wheelchair accessible? Yes. However, someone might need some help if they're in a wheelchair. This time I got to go into the restroom area, which I didn't want to film. However, going into the restroom may be a slight problem because the doorway is a tad narrow. Can someone get in there? Yes, and there is a bigger stall for those who are in wheelchairs. One thing I did notice coming into the brewery, that if you come in and if you go to the left, there is a ramp. But if you go to the right, there are stairs. So you have to remember which way to come through if you're in a wheelchair. Not both ways on the right and the left are ramps. So you have to remember which side to come in on. Now, is it possible to get through the crowd and everything in a wheelchair? Yes. And I did see a few people in a wheelchair while I was at the festival. They declined an interview, however, they did get around quite well. But y'all remember that little dip in the side where my foot was, where you might have to be careful at? That's the only thing I would say to be careful of if you're in a wheelchair. Now, is the Otaku Lunar New Year Festival wheelchair accessible? Yes. However, you may have to be aware of sometimes the unevenness of either the wood that you have to come on if you're coming down the ramp, or sometimes just the amount of people here that are enjoying the festival itself. So yes, it is wheelchair accessible. You just might have to be a little cautious at some parts over here at the 8th Wonder Brewery. Y'all, thank you so much for coming on this adventure with us. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next adventure. Happy New Year!